Hello students, welcome back to your own learning station Prudence Coaching English class. Today we are going to learn about the poem The Ship by Anne and Jane Taylor. We'll explain this poem in English with exciting animation. If you want the Hindi explanation, kindly visit our channel and check the playlist. You will get the question answers too there. Let's learn the poem. This poem is based on an imaginary conversation in between a little narrator and a sheep. The little boy is curious to know about the reason for the sheep's lying on the pleasant fields and grazing white daisies and other grasses. In response to this little boy's questions, the sheep says that it keeps lying on the pleasant fields in the season of spring, but it has to pass so many chilly nights on the dewy and wet grasses in the season of winter, and it eats the scanty or very less amount of dinner in the season of winter too. It grows wools on its back which are used for preparing or producing woolen clothes. So it has so many uses to share. Now let's learn the poem line by line to understand it better. Here is the first answer. Lazy sheep, pray tell me why in the pleasant fields you lie, eating grass and daisies white from the morning till the night. Everything can something do, but what kind of use are you? Here the little narrator asks or requests the sheep to explain about its usefulness, why it keeps lying on the pleasant fields from the morning till the night, eating grasses like white daisies. White daisy is a kind of beautiful flower with yellow disc in the middle of the flower. Here the little narrator asks the sheep to tell about its benefits in the world, because every creature in the nature has their own benefits and uses. So what kind of use does this sheep has in this world? Now, in response to the boy's questions, the little sheep says, "Nay, my little master, nay, do not serve me so, I pray. Don't you see the wool that grows on my back to make you clothes? Cold, and very cold you would be if you had not wool from me." So here, in response to the little boy's questions, the sheep says or requests the little master not to misjudge him. Can't the little narrator see that this sheep grows wool on its back, which are used for producing woolen clothes? If it is not providing the wools, then the human beings would suffer from bitter cold in absence of this wool. So in absence of the wool, the human beings would suffer from bitter cold. So it is the valuable wool that is provided by the sheep, and without which no warm clothes can be made. So here the sheep actually justify its usefulness. Now the next answer. True, it seems a pleasant thing to nip the daisies in the spring. So it is very useful, or you would be pleased to know that I spend many beautiful days in the season of spring eating white daisies. So it's a very beautiful thing. But many chilly nights I pass on the cold and dewy grass. But in the season of winter, I had to pass very bitter cold nights full, and I generally lie on the wet grasses. Wet grasses means the grass becomes wet on by the help of the morning dews. So you can imagine how painful it is for me to keep lying on the dewy grasses even in the season of winter, and I have to pass the chilly night. So here the sheep is justified by itself about its pains and miseries that it had to bear in the season of winter. Or pick a scanty dinner. Scanty means very less amount of dinner, where all the commons brown and bare. That means it is talking about the brown colored grass in the season of winter. That means in the season of winter, all the surrounding areas covered with snows and everything. That means all the grasses becomes brown and the land becomes unfruitful. So in that season it has to pass out its days and even the nights without proper amount of dinner, and it has to eat very less amount of dinner to pass its day. So it becomes very much impossible for the sheep to pass out the wintry days. Now the next answer. Then the farmer comes at last when the merry spring is past and cuts my woolly coat away to warm you in the winter's day. So in this stanza the sheep is actually talking about the sheep shearing. Sheep shearing is a process where the fleece of the wool is completely removed from its body by the farmer. So here the sheep says that when the beautiful or the comfortable spring is passed away, then the farmer is coming there to cut away or to remove the woolly coat from its body, and this wool is used to prepare the warm clothes of human beings, which protects the humans from bitter cold in the season of winter. Little master, this is why in the pleasant fields I lie. So these are the reasons which keeps me lying on the pleasant fields and keeps me eating or grazing these grasses like white daisies. So here there is a personification, that means the sheep is here personified, and the conversation, imaginary conversation between the little boy and the sheep tells us about the usefulness of the wools and the usefulness of every creature in the nature. So students, finally we have explained the poem. If you find this content helpful, don't forget to subscribe, share and like this content with your friends. Goodbye friends, have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Keep watching and keep improving yourself. Goodbye students, stay safe. Goodbye, have a nice day.